Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my June wrap-up, haul, TBR and my giveaway winner announcement. So, without further ado, let's get started. I've got quite a few books to show. First of all, I'll start with my wrap-up. The first book I read this month was Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads and it's a really good book, a little bit cliche in parts, but I think a really good book. The next book was the complete opposite of this, and it was Arthur C. Clarke and Childhood's End. This also was a really good book. 4 out of 5 I think I gave it on Goodreads. Some interesting ideas in it. If you're not into sci-fi then you won't like it because this is pure science fiction. The third book I read this month was Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I've got the vintage copy, as you may know, I've featured it before, and this book was actually a really good book. 4 out of 5 again on Goodreads. And it's, well, Treasure Island is a classic, and the references in it are very interesting, and I'm glad I read it because there's references in modern culture that I now realise where they got certain ideas from. The fourth and penultimate book of this month was The Enemy by Lee Child. This is the 8th Jack Reacher novel, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. If you do not like the Jack Reacher books and the Lee Child, then this won't be of interest to you. I mean, it's the 8th one, so obviously I do like the series, but you know, it depends on whether you like action thrillers, which is what this is. And finally, the last book I read this month was We by a Russian author that I am not entirely sure how to pronounce, so I'm not going to. It is a really good book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars yet again. All of them this month were 4 out of 5 stars. And it's a good book. Very peculiar, personally, but still good. I reckon it's the sort of book that I would probably get more from in a reread in the future. Oh, and this is related to one of my TBRs, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now, on to my haul. I'm not going to show the books that I got for my birthday because, well, I've already shown them, it's pointless. Although I will show one book I got for my birthday because I didn't get it until a few days after my unboxing. And that book is Bad For and Foreign Influence. This is a political action thriller, I believe. And my sister knows that I like, as you've seen, Lee Child's Jack Reacher series, and I have several other political type thrillers, so she thought she would test out a brand new author with me. So, and he looks pretty good to me, so I'll see in a month or two what he's like. The other 4 books that I got this month, and these are the only other books I got this month, tie directly into my TBR because I'm planning to read 2 of them, and that is the Hyperion Cantar series by Dan Simmons, which is Hyperion, Fall of Hyperion, Endymion and Rise of Endymion. And I'm planning to read, and this starts my TBR, the first one, Hyperion. I need to read this first because the BookTube Reading Buddies group on Goodreads I'm part of is reading the Fall of Hyperion this month, so I've got to read the first one and then I can start this one. The next 2 books I'm planning to read this month are directly related to We, and they're also to do with the BookTube Reading Buddies, and that is 1984 by Orwell. I almost said H.G. Orwell then. Terrible copy of it, really horrible, but one of the worst books I own, but oh well. And the other book is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Both of these were inspired by We, so I thought it seemed appropriate to have a sort of dystopia month, and indeed that will continue somewhat into August, but I'll get around to that in next month's video. The fifth and final book I'm planning to read is also to do with the BookTube Reading Buddies, and that is June by Frank Herbert. This will be a reread for me. I've read this book a couple of dozen times by this point, but today buddy read for it, so I might as well reread it because, well, it's June. It's brilliant. Quite simple. So yeah, 5 books in a month. I'll probably add a few more other books amongst them to sort of space it out and make it a bit less fixed, but we'll see. And finally, on to the giveaway winner announcement, which I know quite a few people will be interested. Right, what I decided to do on the spur of the moment is actually double the winners up. So there are 2 people can get books, not 1. First of all, I only decided this when I was actually on the random.org website and I was about to randomise the first winner. I thought, why not do a second person? Especially as I'm probably not going to be doing giveaways too often. Oh, and the 2 people involved, one of them, and the first is a booktuber, the second is not a booktuber. So, the first winner lives in Japan, but is not Japanese. They're actually French, and that would be Estelle from Ornamentai. Odd as several, well, all my TBRs this month are related to the BookTube Reading Buddies Goodreads group, and she's actually one of the 2 people responsible for creating the group. But that's just a weird coincidence. The second winner is Jonas, whom I know has been subscribed to me for some time now. Actually one of the earliest subscribers, I believe. And he's from Denmark, I believe. I should have double checked it. I think from Denmark. I could be mistaken. And I know that Jonas, you are under 18, you are 14, I believe. So make sure you got your parents' permission and all that, obviously. So congratulations to both of them. I'll send you both a message with a link to this video, and then we can, go from there, message each other backwards and forward and figure out, what book you want to select, and obviously delivery and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's it for this video, and indeed that is June all wrapped up. Again, congratulations to the 2 people. I will see and hear from you shortly. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you another day.